All right. Welcome to the Let Me Know podcast. Finally, we're back to filming the way we normally do. To my left, I got my boy Salomon.
Yo.
To my right, I got my boy Juanito. And we're back to it. Today, we're going to be discussing the Mundial, Mexico, and what we've seen so far. Let's get right into it. The first segment of this episode, we want to discuss the group stage. What were our overall thoughts? What game you feel was the best game? Which was the worst game? Who were our biggest surprises? Was it what you expected? Was it as you expected?
No, it was not what I expected. I expected a win, a tie, and a loss. Because that's Mexico every World Cup,
that's
bro.
You know, that's the formula.
You look at the teams, you're like, okay, again, same thing. Win, tie, loss. But for them to go 3-0, 9 points, 0 goals scored against.
6 goals.
6 goals. I didn't expect any of that, bro.
I did think they were going to get out of the group, but first place. But the way they did it, surprised me. 6 goals in favor, 0 conceded. I mean, damn.
Yeah, what more can you really ask for, right? I gotta say, for me, I was surprised. If I'm trying to compare what I thought 6 months ago when we first started the podcast, you know, and I'm over here thinking like, fuck, if they just get out of the group, that's success, bro. Let's just get out of the group, you know.
Yeah.
You guys both said, they'll be first in their group, but with 7 points, you know, or with the win, a tie, and a loss, like you said, that will still be enough to get out of the group, even in first. For me, I was looking at every team in our group, like we were equal. Not Czech Republic, not South Africa, not South Korea, not Mexico. Like none of them are better than the other. And honestly, up until maybe 3 months ago, did I feel like that was the case? You know what I mean? But now, like 3 months ago, I was like, oh shit. Like they're really standing up against Portugal and Belgium. Like they're really doing their thing against some teams like that, looking good. They're not really getting scored on. Maybe they're not creating that many chances and scoring, but they're playing well. And when the World Cup comes around, goals will be scored. Someone will come through. These guys will step up. We'll get some goals in and stuff. And honestly, I gotta say too, I gotta give it to them. I was surprised that they came out historically out of their group right now. You know, they've come out in first before. I think in 2002 was the last time they did that, but not with 9 points like that. But yeah, overall, I loved what I saw. Surprised, but shit, here we are. You know what I mean? But now let me ask you guys a little more specifically. Which of the games would you consider the best game? Which would you consider the worst game?
The game against South Africa
was the best game?
Was the best one.
The first one, huh?
Yeah. The first one.
Yeah. Why you say that though?
Now seeing it back, like all these 3 games, I think the first game was a little bit of both what they could do offensively and defensively.
You saw a mix of both.
Yeah.
Like,
And then that second game was defensively, and then that third game was just like offense. You know.
The best game they played for me was the Czechia game.
Because they scored.
I felt like they scored. I felt like they were taking it to them. It didn't feel like the South Korea game where it was kind of a lucky goal.
Sure.
You know, and then South Africa, you felt like they could have done more. We didn't know what South Africa was. We ended up finding out that they actually made it out of the group, so they were actually more than what we thought.
For the first time in their history.
So looking at a 2-0 like win, that's like, okay, so then that was a good win.
Right.
Yeah. But remember, we were like, nah, bro, that was 3-0, 4-0 win. Like, come on, man. But now looking at it, okay, 2-0. The Czechia game was really nice because the first goal they scored was a really nice goal. Mateo Chavez going to the right.
And Mateo Chavez, bro.
And Romo like fending off 3 defenders, bro, and then sending them.
That should never happen, but
True. No, you're right. You're right about that. Romo thinks it should, but you know.
Oh yeah. But Aguirre too, by the way.
Super
Aguirre,
man. And that's what he is too, though. Like fucking.
That kind of player. That whatever that was. That's it. And that's what he's been doing in this whole World Cup.
Sure.
Let's
sale, bro. That career game, like you don't know he's gonna drop it, bro. But he's right there.
It's good because if it's in our favor, fucking do all that shit that you want to do, and if it goes our way, fuck it.
Yeah. Bro.
I agree with you on the South Africa game that we saw a little bit of both. You know, I think it helped out that these fools got 2 red cards at the end of it, so that we didn't really have to worry
that
too much.
That Montes red card wasn't a red
card. Oh, and then there was that one too.
No,
it was not a red card for me.
No, it had to have been because he was the last man and stuff. You know,
it was too weak of a foul.
It's not the grade or the degree of the foul. It was the fact that he was the last man.
I don't think he was the last man.
I know, I do remember that. You're right.
I don't think he was the last man.
There was.
But Montes didn't even fight it. He was just like, all right,
he already knew.
He knew.
But he had to at the same time.
I mean, once they take out the red card, they're not gonna like say, "Oh no, I didn't give it." Like, let me change my.
No, because players go like this. Like, they go to the bench.
No. They fight it. They argue it.
Yeah, but he knew. And he was like, all right, whatever. But what was that really gonna be? Was that 2-1?
It would have been at that point.
2-1?
I think we were already up by 2.
Yeah, we were 2.
Yeah, but see,
bro, let him score, bro.
No way, because 2.
Or let that stop it. I should say.
Okay, give him a chance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was the last. Yeah, it was like the last minute, like the last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
No, it's because 2-0 is the most deceiving lead. They score one on you, and then all of a sudden there's a stupid corner or a PK or something stupid. You know what I mean? So I think he did the right thing, especially because we although we're short center backs, we had Edson. You know, we had Isaiah Reyes who could play in that position. We have Imer Romo who could be there. He decided to go with Edson, which was the right call. But at the end of the day, like, fuck, he had to. Though I feel like that play should have been stopped higher up the field, but it is what it is.
Yeah, he got caught out of position.
Yeah, and then the South Korea game, I think it was a little more defensive on both sides, from Korea and from Mexico. I think they canceled each other out. That was... I don't want to say a boring game, because it wasn't. It was still a good game to watch, but it wasn't what we wanted out of Mexico. It wasn't like they didn't create that many chances, and the couple that they did, we squandered. It was too conservative. Maybe I think that's a good way to put it. You know, we weren't really. We weren't
It's
thinking.
just like you said, they canceled each other out. They were just too tactical. These were just like playing mind games, you know, just like
and then
not letting each other do what they do and shit.
And then the goal that we got, Luis Romo, golazo of the tournament, easily right there. But
I mean, come on, man. Nobody scores that.
But
Messi.
If even him. But my favorite game has to be in the group stage. Has to be the Czech Republic game, simply because they got the 3 goals. And my biggest complaint going into the World Cup, or my biggest worry, was, can Mexico score? Can Mexico win games? Like, can they even do that? And they did. Even though, like, the second goal that bounced off of Jorge Sanchez, and then Quiñones got to it, bro. So I think that was my favorite game, maybe their best game.
I don't know if you saw it, but Jorge Sanchez made that run, and then he turned looking like, hopefully this one doesn't pass it to me. And then he passed it to him. He's like, oh shit, let me go.
I gotta go with everything now.
Morita, bro. Morita will see you. Just wait for it.
He'll see you, bro. That's what I like about him. But let's get to the players right now.
For sure.
I just want to say that the group stage, all 3 games, were, I don't want to say boring necessarily, but we didn't get out of Mexico what we wanted to get out of them. However, they got the results, and that's why we were all like, they're getting the results. Like, fuck it, let's go with it. You know, why are we gonna talk shit? You know, even though
I mean, you could talk shit, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, you got the result, you got the 3 points. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
But it's constructive shit. It's not like to like you know, make them like worse or less than what they are, bro. Because to me, the South Korea game, I didn't like the planning of it, the lineup, the formation, the strategy.
When we see Romo, when we see Edson, when we see Jorge Sanchez, when we see Lira, I guess, not that Lira was bad, but they're the same position.
It's
Romo, Lira, Edson.
It's too much of that, you know. So you're already like saying to everybody, this is gonna be an ugly game. And we're gonna play deep, and this is how we're gonna win 1-0 off a corner kick, off of set piece, something. A mistake by a goalie, which ended up happening. And so to me, the game wasn't a watchable game. And these 2 teams could give you a watchable game. That's the thing.
For sure.
You know? They got players, but they just kind of had the same game plan. Like, no, you got the ball. No, you got the ball. Like, they didn't want, you know, they weren't like, I felt like against Czechia, Mexico did that. Against Ecuador, they did that.
Right.
We're going to push up. We're going to score now.
Yeah, we're going to come at you.
Yeah.
And we'll get into the Ecuador game right now, because there's plenty to take away from that one for sure. But what I want to get into first is your biggest surprises. Who surprised you most in the group stage, A, and then B, who were maybe the biggest disappointments for you? Let's get into that part right there. Player-wise.
The one that surprised me the most, 2, Lira and Quiñones.
Eric Lira and Julián Quiñones. They surprised you. Why you say that?
Because I hoped that they were gonna have a good mundial, but they're having like a great mundial.
Oh, so they did better. You thought they were going to do good, but they did even better.
They did even better than what I thought they were going to do.
I would agree with that for sure. I mean, Quiñones is scoring, you know, and he's, I think, our leading scorer right now in the Mundial, if I'm not mistaken.
One of
3 or 4, yeah.
And one of my worries with him going into the Mundial was, like, he might not be as clinical as we think. Like, he's scoring in Saudi Arabia. Do it with the selección. I don't know if you guys remember me saying that.
Yeah,
like, you have to be able to do it with the selección. And he's fucking doing it with the selección. And he's scoring good goals. He's in the right place to get these goals. I like how he's coming low to receive, and he plays out from maybe the midline and stuff like that. He gets involved, and And yeah, I agree with Quiñones as being one of the bigger surprises. For Eric Lira, I'd say he is. I always wondered like where this guy stands. Like, do we want him? Do we want Edson? I don't know if you remember, but we also had that debate on the podcast. Yeah. And most of us, especially after the Portugal or Belgium game, or maybe even both, were like, okay, it has to be Lira. But now I feel like he's unlocked a level even above that performance. The performance against Portugal and Belgium, like he just looks a lot better, you know? Sure. What I'm excited to see is what he looks like against England, which we'll also get into right now. But if he plays good against someone like England or someone, you know, like Brazil, Argentina, just the big dogs, like, dude, this guy definitely should be getting some kind of move to Europe or something like that, you know? And I hope other teams, other broadcasters, other countries are talking about him. Like, hey, this guy's pretty good, man. This guy's, where's he playing? Mexico? Yeah. What the hell? Yeah. Like, why is he not playing in Spain?
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? For sure.
So, yeah, I think those are two good surprises, bro. I agree with that. What would you say?
I would have said Quiñones too, but I was almost like not expecting it, but
you should be doing that.
You should be doing that. Because you are that.
Because of the season that you had in Saudi Arabia.
Exactly.
2 seasons.
Yeah, and Alexis Vega is not 100%. Sure. So you're not going to get subbed out. It's all you. You know, just go ahead. Like, because when the player knows that that's his spot and he's not gonna get subbed out, he doesn't play with that pressure.
100%.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think I was expecting this level, but the player that really surprised me is Piojo Alvarado, bro.
Yeah.
This was, I mean,
he's my 3.
What, like, bro? It's a different type of player that he is in Chivas, but the role that he's taking on, he's playing it perfectly, bro.
Yeah.
Perfectly. This was like he's defending well, bro. He's tracking back. He doesn't do that at Chivas. So he's bought in. He's bought into what Guido's telling him. Rafa, I don't know who, but he's bought in. And he's doing it perfect, bro.
And what's crazy is that he's a specific type of player at Chivas, where we Chivistas that watch him week in, week out know that he's good. We know what he can get done. So where there's a lot of people who talk shit and try to put him on the same tier as like Charlie, we're like, no, he's better than that, bro. Trust me. And then with the selección, he doesn't exactly do it, or he hadn't been doing it. You know, we're like, oof.
So it's like he's turning into a Charlie.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's not what we see with
Chivas.
Like,
Like, give him a chance, bro. Trust me.
You know.
But now, like you said, with the selección, he's a different version than he is at Chivas. He's like a better version of him, at least as a more well-rounded version of what he is at Chivas. At Chivas, he's pretty attack-minded. He takes risks. He serves balls into the box. He takes on players, which is a different pace than what would be at the Mundial. But at the Mundial, he's like very tactically sound. I suppose that's Aguirre or even Rafa's doing that. Let's say Aguirre, right? Because he's a head coach.
Sure.
Whatever he requires of him, he's doing, and it's working for him. And it's almost like Aguirre can take out the most out of him. You know what I mean? Making him a better player, which I think makes a good coach right there. You know, like you said, the way he's defending, bro. Like, oh shit! Like if Mexico goes far in this Mundial, I would put him on the same tier that I put Miguel Layún. And I've said this before, but I think like that's kind of the player that we're seeing right now. You know what I mean? And then a left-footed right wing back, which is kind of what he's playing. Like,
I mean, he got that one assist. He almost got another
clean
one.
assist. Yeah.
I mean, he's playing everywhere in the field.
You see him in the center, see him in the back, see him in the white spaces.
He's like sure of himself. He's sure of his passes.
There's Maduro. He's already 28, bro. He's already the best version
He's
of
going
himself.
all the way back to the end line, like to the man, bro. Like what? This is not the Chivas Alvarado, but he said that, like you said, this is a more well-rounded Alvarado, and for this team, it's better than what the other Alvarado could do for this team.
Yeah,
I feel like you know what I mean. Because I feel like the focus wouldn't be on him. And then if he can't play this position, this role, he would get subbed out. You know, because this position needs this role right here.
Right.
You're gonna do A, B, C. If you can't do that, then you can't be on the field.
We don't need you there.
Yeah, we don't need you. You can't do what you do in Chivas.
100%.
You know, you're not the sole focuser here, bro.
So I'll give you two of my surprises. First, I gotta say Tala Rangel. I don't think that he's been tested that much, but the few times that he has been tested, this guy's been coming through.
The Korea game?
The Korea game, I think mainly, he had 2 pretty good saves right there for sure. And we'll get into the Ecuador game, but there was like 2 saves, one big save where they shot
the first half?
Yeah, the further post, and this fool got to it. But then a couple of the corner kicks that were really tight to his goal line, and he came out and boom, puños, hit that out and stuff. And he's been pretty sure. I haven't seen this stat myself, but I've been hearing the commentators or the announcers say that he's the keeper with the most accurate passes playing with his feet in the World Cup right now. He's the one with the best long passes, short passes.
His long passes are really, really good.
Yeah. He's doing really good with his feet.
They're right to the fucking forward, right to that fool.
Yeah.
And they're good.
And then the other surprise for me, I don't want to say surprise because it is also what we were expecting out of him, right? Like, again, surprise isn't the word, but I think someone who I have to give credit to is Gilberto Mora. Especially not so much in the group stage because I feel like he didn't use them as much as he needed to. I think I also have to take into account the Ecuador game, which we'll talk about right now.
Yeah.
But I like that he's playing out there with like some, what do you call it, like hierarchy. Almost like he's been around and stuff.
Sure.
And to hear people like Zlatan and Thierry Henry talk about him, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh shit, these guys are world-class players, bro. They're talking about Gilberto Mora. I'm down with that. I watch it on Telemundo. I watch it in Spanish, bro, because I have to.
For sure.
It's hard to watch it in English like that. No offense to the English announcers, but like,
that's true.
But I will watch what I love to watch what other players from other countries have to say about the Mexican players. I've always been that way. And so to hear these guys kind of talk about them like that, fucking lovely. Love it. And I hope that in the next round against England, we see Gilberto Mora and we see him playing and we see him hopefully score, bro. Hopefully score.
He needs to score, I think.
Yeah.
If he scores, beautiful, bro. I don't know if I'm surprised though, bro, because I knew that I always fought you fools. Like, it has to be Mora, because
I don't know about fought.
We
wanted him too.
No, you fools were all on PG, fool. All up in his, right? You fools wanted him so bad. And I didn't think, can we get into disappointments?
Well, yeah, let's start.
I didn't think he was going to be that bad, bro. He was bad.
He's one of my disappointments.
He was bad, bro.
Maybe my main.
And so that's why from the beginning I was like, it has to be Mora, bro, because I know what Mora can do. He did it in the Sub-20, playing 2 years younger than the fools from the Sub-20.
Yeah.
He's doing it in Tijuana weekend. He was just injured, so he wasn't really like in the picture. He wasn't like really talked about because he's recovering.
Yeah.
But before the injury, bro, he was killing the league.
No,
he was
100%.
doing it.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be Brian Gutierrez and Gilberto Mora together because I feel like these fools can make some noise together and stuff, but because it's not gonna be, and it almost seems like it's a hombre for hombre sub.
I think the World Cup for BG is done for.
I don't know about done,
I think
but he's gonna keep getting playtime.
I think if it's a 1-1 game, minute 80, he'll probably put him in.
Yeah. See, so he's not done, but to get
but done as a starter is done.
Probably, that's probably true.
Yeah,
but he's also young. He just got to the selección. I don't even think he had 10 games under his belt before the Mundial started. So, so if it's like a little bit of nerves or something, like so be it. Because before the Mundial, he was doing really well with the selección. The Mundial started, and now he's like a different player, bro. He's not like he's not good.
Bro,
like
whatever you just credited Morita with the hierarchy, that's what this was missing. He doesn't have that. He's not playing like that,
right?
Because the way Morita controls the tempo, controls like it's almost like he's like, let me pass the ball first, and then you guys move.
Yeah,
like, hold on. That's how he's playing, and they respect him. They respect his spacing. They respect his. You see defenders kind of like back off a little, like, all right, let's see what he's gonna do, like, or he'll like shake him. He'll shake him, So like he kind of has that. I don't want to say Iniesta, but I can't not say Iniesta.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
That's right? He has some of that, like, I get the ball and now you're playing at my pace.
Yeah.
I'm controlling it.
Yeah.
Slows down the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's two more surprises actually before we move forward. I hate that I'm even saying his name, but because he's not been playing horribly, I'm like, you know what? That's a surprise for me. I hate that it's not Israel Reyes who's starting and it's Jorge Sanchez who's starting, but he's not been playing too badly, Jorge Sanchez. So that's what's a surprise to me, He's been doing all right. I don't know if you guys want to add to that, or even if we should, we can move on really quickly. But that's just someone who I was like, all right, I'm pretty surprised about that.
Nah, I mean, shut me up.
For sure. I mean, he's not playing greatly either, but he's not playing poorly,
Yeah, I can't say take him out.
Exactly.
I can't say that.
But I'm okay if they do take him out. But you're right. I'm not like he's got to be the sub.
He's giving us like little glimpses of when he was with
pretty good Santos in America.
Yeah, for sure.
Should have been better.
That right back position, what should have been his, like.
Yeah.
There should have been no question that he was gonna be.
I mean, I was happy when Westcott was coming up, bro. I was like,
dude.
We got a replacement.
See,
if it was Westcott, oh my God, come on.
Oh, that would have been so good, dude.
You know what I mean? Yeah, bro.
And then Richie Ledesma could have been him too, but he wants to take Jorge Sanchez, like whatever. But he's doing his job, like I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But the other surprise for me was Obed Vargas. Every time he's going in, bro, he does a really good job.
That's a good one.
You know, he's someone who I feel like future for the selección. He's going to be good.
Yeah.
Right now, he's kind of coming in for Romo. It seems like Romo took a starting spot right now. And he's like coming in for him. And he's doing, I don't want to say more than him, but he looks better on the ball than him. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But yeah, and I guess you got to say Luis Romo is another surprise because he's been making things happen, bro.
Yeah.
He's been making things happen where we didn't think he could or would. And like, fuck, he's been involved in 50% of our goals.
He's playing how he started with Chivas
Yeah.
before he got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like finding rhythm,
You know?
finding form and rhythm and stuff.
Finding form,
Although he's
finding
playing
rhythm.
more in the midfield than he is playing, as a libero.
Yeah.
But it's working.
But that's because he has fools in the back. You know?
Yeah.
Some true defenders behind him.
Defenders behind him where he's just like, all right, I have cover, so let me go ahead and do something.
He's a good fool too. Just the goal against Czechia, fend off some defenders and then start to play. That play ended up in a goal, but sometimes he just starts the plays. Like, let's go, we're moving forward.
Who is the group stage MVP for you? MVP
Quiñones.
of the group stage.
Quiñones,
Quiñones?
yeah.
You say Quiñones too?
Quiñones, yeah.
Ooh.
Quiñones.
So I guess you could go with Quiñones, and that would be okay. Because you both said Quiñones, I'm gonna have to say something different and say Eric Lira. For me, is the
That's a
MVP
good one, too.
right now,
That's a good
So
one.
it's not far off
That's
right
a good
there.
one too, bro.
And just an honorable mention, Johan Vasquez, I think, is another one, but he's more doing his job than standing out. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And I think that's okay.
Yeah,
I
just
think that's
solidifying
okay.
his position and just doing what he does best.
He had a few passes that could have been better.
Yeah, I agree.
Guys were like,
Yeah.
he doesn't really do that. What is he doing? But other than that,
But what would be a little bit more? Like him doing, like, what do you need to see him do?
Like touch the ball a little more and do more with it. Like more accurate passes, better long passes, finding good like split passes to break lines and get us forward. Maybe even drive a little bit more because I've seen him do that.
Yeah.
I've seen him like break lines by dribbling. And it'd be nice if he got a goal like on a corner or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe some goal line saving tackles type of thing. Maybe not goal line, but like just saving tackles. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, he got there. But what the truth is, I think the team is defending well, so it's not like you need him to step up as the best defender. Yeah, because the team is defending well right now. But because he's doing his job, that'd be good. That's great. Because the thing is, if it was Vasquez that got the red card instead of Montes, I think we would have been in a little bit of trouble.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
I think that would have been a little tougher.
It changes the dynamic of the game for sure.
Yeah.
Not having that fool in there.
Correct, bro. But that'll lead us into then the next segment. All right, that's how we felt about the group stage. Why don't you go ahead and comment down below? Let us know what game was your favorite game in the group stage. Which of the players were the biggest surprises for you, and who were the biggest disappointments for you? Would you agree with what we're saying? Would you disagree? Go ahead and comment down below. Let us know. But please hit that subscribe button. We got a lot more World Cup content coming to you now because we're back in action. We're back filming with this nice little cute view right behind us. So go ahead and give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Let me know. We are officially done doing the remote episodes because I'm back in town, back home. Here with my boy Juanito, my boy Salomon. We're going to go ahead and talk about the Mexico versus Ecuador, our official reaction, our biggest takeaways, all that good stuff. Tell us first what you thought about the game overall. Just your general reaction to the Mexico versus Ecuador game that we just saw.
This was the best game that I've seen them play this Mundial. If I had to give it a score, I would say it's probably like a 9 for me.
Which is a change because you rated a lot of the group stage games like a 6.
Yeah,
so a 9 is a lot higher than that.
Yeah, it was a lot higher. Those first 30 minutes that they scored the 2 goals, like that was some of their best performances I think I've ever seen from those fools. Overall, like the whole game, even the second half when like they just went down, like out of that mid to low block. I mean, we know that these fools could defend, like leading up to this World Cup, they didn't get scored on so much, They are a well-oiled machine when it comes to defense. I think that's because Javier Aguirre, that's just the way he plays,
Yeah, his style.
Yeah. honestly, from Ecuador, I was nervous. I was nervous coming into the game because Ecuador is just one of those teams, like the South American teams, where like you just don't know what you're gonna get. Like these was to score a goal out of nothing, you know, like, and then just defend. The fact that they went in those first 30 minutes, just bombarding them, controlling the pace of the game, getting those 2 goals, and then them being able to defend that lead. Yeah, I was comfortable. Like when the second half started, I was like, if you're gonna defend, that's fine, because I knew Ecuador didn't have anything. I've watched the games that they played in their group, and offensively, nothing. They didn't have anything. You know, they didn't score a lot of goals. The only 2 goals that they scored was against Germany, and I think that was a fluke win. And those 2 goals were in set pieces.
Sometimes that's how you win games, just a set piece, and that's what it took for them right there. Yeah. And they have, on paper, better players on better teams than Mexico, you know. And I didn't see any of them.
Sure.
In the Ecuador game.
Better players, sure, but not a better team.
Absolutely not. No. But Ecuador is. I thought, especially in the knockout rounds, Ecuador was a little bit, on paper, better than the 3 teams we had in
for sure.
the group stage.
Yeah. And that's why I was a little bit nervous going into the match.
Exactly.
Because of that reason. Because the players that they had, you know what they're capable of. They play in these big teams. But when the game started and I just saw those who start like, playing the way they play, I was just like, yeah, this is they don't have anything.
It was crazy to watch the game, bro, because I'm not, keeping up with the Conmebol eliminatorias or whatever, but
I did, and
they're second place.
They were second place.
They're the team that got least scored on.
Yeah, and most of the goals that they scored on though were also set pieces.
But you're playing against, and I know it's not the Brazil that we grew up with, but it's still Brazil.
Yeah.
It's still Argentina, the champions. And you're second place. I was like, I gotta keep up with the Conmebol because I don't know what's going on out there.
Yeah.
Ecuador, what's going on? So, and then you start looking at the lineup, and you're like, okay, they got players.
They got players, sure.
They got players all over the field, bro. Like,
yeah. See, but that's what's sick about the World Cup too. Like, you're playing different nations. Their style of play is different. They have it doesn't matter where the players play. Like, you're not accustomed to it. Like, you don't know what they're gonna be able to do.
And that was the surprising part. It's like, okay, we're going up against a team that just beat Germany.
Right.
So they have that. They have the momentum, and then they have it in them to beat Germany.
Right.
I don't know, after watching the group stage games from Mexico, if they could have beat Germany. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, we got them, bro. I couldn't tell you that, bro. But the way that Ecuador actually did it, I was like, that made me more nervous. Like, damn, I'm playing this Ecuador, this version of Ecuador. But once the game started and once Mexico started taking it to them, I'm like, bro, I've never been this more prouder of Mexico.
Yeah. At the half or before the half, you texted us to say, this is the selection we were looking for.
This is what I wanted.
This is the one we wanted. Yeah.
Yes.
And we agreed, bro, 100%. Because this is the one we wanted. Like, have the ball and go fucking attack. Go create opportunities. Go at them. Maybe you'll leave yourself a little vulnerable every now and then, but, like, not if you make the opportunities that you create. If you make those, boom, you scored 2 goals the first 30 minutes. You're ahead. Pretty good lead. And they had the chance to make it 3-0, even 4-0, bro.
And the reason why I said that was because we're playing against a Korea. Against England, I don't know if we're going to take it to them.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know.
I feel like we can, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm saying, like, against Ecuador, you could take it to them, bro.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know, like, go, bro. Like, historically, like, this is a matchup that you should come out on top of.
Right.
You're playing at home. Historically, you've already been in Ecuador in the 2002 World Cup, so it's the playing style, like it favors you,
right?
Yeah.
You know, so that's why the goals were golazos.
Check the stats real quick.
If you erase the name Mexico and you put Argentina, you're like, yeah, Argentina plays like this. If you put Portugal, if you put Brazil, you're like, yeah, those are golazos.
For the game. Yeah, for the game.
Like, yeah, they scored these goals. Both goals were golazos, bro. They weren't it wasn't the South Korea goal, it wasn't the little flop, like it bounced in the 6-yard box and then Quiñones scored it against Czechia. Both of these goals were golazos.
Yeah, Ecuador had 8 shots, 1 on target. Mexico had 15 shots, 3 on target, 2 of which went in.
See,
I don't.
that's what I was talking about. Like Ecuador playing because I watched the games in their group, and they weren't creating enough. You know?
No, they couldn't be Curaçao.
That's what I'm saying. Like they had the ball and they were moving it around, sure, but they weren't creating chances. They weren't taking shots. Like I said, like most of the goals that they scored in the qualifiers, they're from set pieces. You know, they're a set piece team.
The thing that changed it for me, bro, was that they beat Germany. But then after Paraguay beat Germany, you found out, oh, this isn't really Germany. This is something else. This is not the Germany that we're accustomed to.
Yep.
And it's the same thing with.
It hasn't been since fucking 2014.
Yeah, or you know, it's like you might as well just revamp the whole thing, bro, because you're supposed to be semifinal, final every World Cup. You're Germany.
Germany hasn't won a knockout round or knockout game since 2014.
Damn, I didn't know that. Ooh, that's disgusting.
Well, that's kind of like Spain. That was the run that Spain was on.
Sure.
Spain hadn't won since 2010.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we're accustomed to these teams. Like, just pencil them in, bro. Germany's gonna be in the semifinal.
Sure.
Because of the caliber of players, because of the team hierarchy. That they are, you know, the hierarchy. Yes.
Yeah, bro. And after they lost 2 CONMEBOL teams back to back. First Ecuador, then Paraguay. You're like, okay, so then that's not really a good like bar to like you know to
that's
set.
not the real Germany.
Like So then Ecuador, once you step back and look at it really, bro, you're like, oh yeah, they have Ener Valencia who plays for Pachuca as their nine. Like, all right, like, come on, like I think we got this, you know. I think Yeboah, like the fool that took the shot, I think that was their best player. Right? That was their best player.
Him and that other.
Yeah, Angulo.
Yeah.
They had Angulo, Valencia, Plata. As the other one, Yeboah was on the right.
I think Yeboah played the best out of all of them.
Yeboah.
So I also brought up the stats from the Copa America 2 years ago where Ecuador and Mexico tied 0-0. Similar stats where Mexico had 17 shots, 4 on target, and Ecuador had 9 shots, 4 on target. You know, it's not like they were creating anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, like this was said, like they're not offensive team, bro. Yeah, they're gonna beat you on. You're not gonna score on us, and then we just need one. Because I don't know if there's a stat you can check, but I've been hearing this stat where the games that they have won, it's a difference by 1 goal. 1 goal,
that's it.
Or they tie 1-1. That's it. You know.
Hey, but that's their style. You know what I mean? And it works for them and all that. And to some extent, I thought Mexico was like that too. But I refuse to believe that though. I was like, no, they have a little more attacking prowess to them. You know, they can do more. And we were struggling going into the World Cup, like to see that, to score, you know.
And then you have Aguirre as a coach.
Yeah, like he's not that kind of guy necessarily, but I do like the way Mexico like is tactically attacking. You know what I mean? Like the movements that you see out of the attacking mids, the movements where you see what our wingers are, I guess. You know what I mean? Like I really like what I'm seeing out of that. Right.
I think that's easier for them to buy into that. Because naturally that's them, you know,
what do you mean?
attacking wise. Like when they attack, when they're attacking, like that's the players that we have. That's what they're for. Like that's what they're best at.
Everybody fits their role.
Yeah, like that's what they're best at. You know.
Sure.
So what he's doing is, okay, well, I know these fools could attack. I know they could score goals whenever. Let me go ahead and like tell them or teach them like this is how we're gonna defend. You know, you're gonna have to play this role when we defend. You're gonna have to dig deep and move shit around, and this is how we're gonna defend. But when we're going forward, you guys know like we're gonna do this, and then bam, it comes easy to them, pues.
Yeah.
You know.
So are you saying that it's not Aguirre's like tactical knowledge per se? It's more like the players.
It's a combination of both, right? So it's him like knowing, okay, I know these fools could attack, you know. Like I know if I show them like, all right, this is how we're gonna attack, it's gonna come easy to them, right? So let me go ahead and work a little bit more defensively, so that when we don't have the ball, they don't get frustrated and they know how to defend, right?
And this is something I just thought, and maybe I'm wrong, but I just thought of this maybe today or yesterday. Of course, a whole nother level. I understand that, but just that message is for France. Why couldn't Luis Enrique or even Arbeloa get the most out of Mbappe? Even though he ended up being the Pichichi, of course. But this Mbappe from France looks way more explosive.
Every time he comes to France, it's the different Mbappe.
Right? And I think the coach for France tells him, bro, just be you.
Yeah.
Don't worry about tracking back. Don't worry about defending. We just need you to score goals up there. Can you do that? And Mbappe is happy as hell. Like, oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, that's what I do.
Some players need more freedom.
Yeah.
Some players need more structure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to get tired pressuring, running around, chasing the ball, and you get the ball, and now you're not as explosive. Your shot is weaker. And I think Aguirre, I don't know if it's the same message he gave to Quiñones, but I think he's letting him, like, dude, I know you can score the ball. I know you can do plays on your own.
Yeah.
Look for Quiñones. Look for Quiñones. Let him go to work, you know? And I think that's kind of like what Mexico looks, because they get the ball and they break away. They go on the breakaway, bro. Quick. Boom, boom. They're out. You know? So I think there's a creativity that Aguirre is letting the players decide for themselves. And we see it. We see it in Liga MX. They could do it. But then when you put the reins on them, like, no, track back. Defend. We're defending with 11 players. No, man, like let them try it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think that he is giving them more freedom to attack, more slack. Like, all right, you fools, these are the general movements we want you to make. All that stuff is good. But defensively, I think is when he's on them.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck back. Yeah. Make sure you're back there. We do want to defend with the 11 players. We don't want to give anybody anything right now.
Yeah.
But offensively, you know, feel free. Like, feel free.
I think you see that the most with Alvarado, bro.
Yeah.
Alvarado against Ecuador was a dog.
He was everywhere.
That fool was a dog.
He was everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of him, bro. Like,
everyone on the pitch.
God, bro. I feel like I coached him. Like, yes, bro. You're like a proud coach, you know? Like, 100%,
thank you,
bro.
100%.
You're fulfilling that role.
Just the spaces he would like cover and occupy, and just like he was everywhere.
Yeah,
he was everywhere,
bro.
you know?
Didn't seem tired.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
But I will say against Ecuador, everybody looked good. I don't think anybody had a bad game.
Sure.
Where like we can probably say like, oh, this player was a little disappointing. Brian Gutierrez was a little disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at times, you know, certain players are disappointing. But in this game, nobody. I think everybody did a good job. Even the players who go in for the last 15 minutes, like Orbelin or something, even these fools were doing a good job. And so that to me is the biggest takeaway right now. That, and I say this when I coach too. I am
That's
not.
That's the price to Orbelin play. A lot. Let's go. Go ahead.
I am not ever intimidated by a good player. I'm intimidated more by a good team. So if the other team has 3 good players, but we have a good team, I'm confident that we're going to beat this team. I'm confident that we're going to take it to them. And this is me coaching my kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel the same professionally. I feel the same in the World Cup, and I feel the same with Mexico right now. Like right now, they look to be a better team than a lot of teams I've seen out there. There's a lot of national teams that have been like disappointing me in this World Cup. Like, you know, and it's just because of their history.
Right.
Why I'm expecting them to be whoever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
it's the norm.
It's the norm. But right now we're seeing a lot of underdogs come through, and I'm also thinking for Mexico, like ECC.
I
talking about right now.
I love that,
ECC, like, oh shit.
I love them chanting at the game.
Easy. Like, what the fuck? All right, let's go.
And you know what, bro? It's funny because like there's a jingle to it, and then there's also a message behind it too. So like it works. Like the whole thing works. But it's like si se puede, but now it's like
easy.
No, ECC. You know?
Pero ECC.
Pero ECC.
So that's why I feel like. And if yes, I just start saying that in English, bro. So let me know podcast. And if yes. But like who impressed me in that game? Like I said, pretty much everybody. But I love that Gilberto Mora was like trying to take over. Like, all right, there's a few shots that he had, and I was like,
oh yeah, bro.
I think it was towards the end of the first half, no?
Yeah, when he had the one from the left side.
And he just tried to curl that shit in. Oh my God, if that would have gone in.
Oh, bro, he was so close.
And he does that. If you see his highlights, he has those goals.
Oh, absolutely.
He's going to have one of those.
Against England? Oh, all the Premier teams are going to want to come after him right now, bro.
In the locker room, just sign the contract.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah.
There is a person who impressed me the most that game, and it's the best game I've seen him play, especially with the selección, and that was Luis Romo, bro. that's the game where I was like, all right, if that's the Romo we could get, I understand why he started.
Yeah.
You know, for the group stage, I feel like que sí le salió muchas jugadas. You know, like le salió. But in this game, it looked like everything he was doing was meant for.
Superman.
In particular,
Superman.
he was making runs forward. He was ending up like as a striker.
Yeah.
Like in the final third and in the box. But the one that was the best was when he hit that fucking centrazo from Raul Jimenez.
Oh,
yeah.
Who missed that?
I forgot he was over crossing.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
he crossed it perfectly, bro. And no sé si le salió or if he meant to do that, but it looked like he meant that, bro.
He even like looked,
Curled
looked up before he
took a
crossed
peek.
it,
All right.
and it was like, all right, let me get
Right
it.
there's where I want to
Bam.
put it.
Yeah,
You know?
and people who don't watch him every weekend, he has that in him.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
He has that. He'll give you a good, solid pass like that.
100%. But usually it's coming from the back
Sure.
to forward. And right there, I was like, all right, I'm going to use the same concept. I'm just going to serve a ball into Raul Jimenez. I cannot believe Raul Jimenez missed that, bro.
Those are his?
Oh, those are his, bro. Hey, but he later on scored in the game. So I'm like, all right, golazo, bro. Golazo.
I wish what?
I was going to say, I thought Quiñones scored a golazo, but then Raul Jimenez came in with that. I was like, oh.
That was a riflazo.
Reflazo, but the celebration was. I wanted him like
he
to.
slipped.
I don't know, bro. He just fell to the ground.
Yeah,
like,
because he
Raul
slipped.
Jimenez?
Yeah.
He just, and they just tackled him. They just knocked
I love
because
how
he was
he's-
gonna keep running and then he slipped and he was just like, fuck.
I'll just stay here for a little bit. I love how he celebrates his goals with Fulham, bro. There's so much like behind it, you know, like he goes like this, bro. Like he feels it, you know.
I'm
See,
surprised.
it
Like,
was too much
It was
feeling that he
too much.
slipped.
yeah, bro. No, I'm sure he had that in him, bro. But he ate it, and then they were on top
Yeah,
of
he
him.
slipped and then he just did it to the ground real quick, just like
Yeah, bro. And then that noise, bro, it was perfect. When the goals went in, just the roar, the euphoria, like
of the whole stadium.
Because
Bro, I
it's one
start-
thing when you like you hear the roar when any kind of goal goes in, but when it's a golazo, that roar is like tripled. Bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh, that shit was lovely.
Yes.
And then both goals were good.
they're
Both goals
golazos.
were
I
good.
was just saying, fool, if you take away their last names and put somebody else like Vini, Junior, Rafinha, whatever, bro, Brazil, you're like, yeah, they score the goals. Those are golazos. Mexico?
Do you guys remember what I told you if Mexico gets out in first place of the group?
That they're gonna be in El Azteca for multiple games.
And they're going to make it to like the semifinals?
Yeah, they'll make it to there.
But-
You
but-
did say that. You did say that.
But this
make
is the last one though, right? After this they
Yeah,
go.
after this they go to Miami.
No, I
Quarterfinals.
thought.
Miami.
Yeah.
So the round of eights is where they start to go to the U.S.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a semifinal.
Yeah. So this is the last game in Mexico. Is
But fuck it. But fuck it though. I'm down.
ECC. And then round
But
of eight,
ECC. Who do they play if they beat England? Do you guys know?
Brazil or Norway?
Brazil, bro. It's
Or
only
Norway?
Brazil.
I don't know. Probably Brazil.
Holland?
Brazil.
Yeah.
Holland or
So that's like what
Vinicius?
this was saying. One
Holland or
player,
Vinicius?
one good player against a good. Well, Brazil. I don't know.
Brazil also doesn't look like Brazil.
Yeah,
to
you're
me,
right. I
you know?
stopped myself because naturally I want to say Brazil, but then
Like, yeah, they're Brazil, but like they haven't been Brazil in a while.
they haven't
you
been
know?
Brazil, bro.
I wish they would have played that game in the Azteca though.
Against Brazil?
I would love that.
Brazil?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, bro.
True.
Now, my next question to you guys is: how do you start versus England? Do you keep the same lineup that you had versus Ecuador because that kind of brought us something? The best game that we not only was that the best game we've seen out of Mexico in the World Cup, that to me was the top 5 best games in the World Cup that I've seen. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it's just because it's Mexico and they won. But that was like top 5 games that I'd seen in the World Cup,
I think that first half
just in
was
general.
just
Specifically the first half.
Yeah, if they could
the-
pull off that
specifically
first
the
half, bro.
yeah.
That against any team is good enough.
So
Yeah, for sure.
I've also seen the way England tries to build out from the back, bro.
They're not that
They
good.
don't look good,
They don't look
especially when they're getting
Have you guys
pressed
seen
kind of
Have
high.
you guys seen their games?
Bro, well, this last game,
They don't.
bro. If
Specifically
it's not
this
if it's not for Harry Kane,
Yeah,
Exactly. And so if Mexico can press them high as they're trying to build out from the back, they'll fuck up and they'll give us the ball. We'll make something happen right there, you know? And then the keeper is still Pickford. He's good, but like he's
but-
getting beat near post.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like not looking too sharp.
And the
We could get
stats,
goals on
I don't
him.
know if you've seen, but the stats Raul Jimenez has against Pickford is really good.
that's a good
I haven't
point,
seen
bro.
that stat, but
That's a
that's
good point.
good.
I didn't know the stat, but just the
Yeah.
fact that he's scored on him. In the Premier League.
Yeah. And England should know Raul Jimenez pretty well. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But the fact that they don't know everybody else is a good thing too, though. You know, they don't know about Piojo. They don't know about Eric Lira.
Bro. They don't know at all. At all. They have no idea.
The only fools that England has, for me, is just Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham, and Declan Rice. That's it.
True.
But I think Mexico.
It's not even Rashford.
Not even.
No, not even Rashford. You're right.
I mean, he has spurts and moments, sure, but like he's not consistent.
Yeah. Saka doesn't start, right? Or does he?
No, he doesn't.
He comes out with
that.
So it's Madueke over him.
Yeah, Madueke.
And Madueke doesn't really have it.
So do you?
He doesn't have it like that.
Nah.
Like he's like a Antuna kind of.
Sure.
Oh.
Sure. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that from.
To me, he's like an Antuna.
Sure.
English Antuna.
Yeah, the English Antuna.
So, do you think that Mexico should start the same way they did against Ecuador? Or do you make any changes? And if so, what changes do you make?
I don't think you make any changes.
I
want to see why you would make any change.
Yeah, because they look good. But there's one that I think I would make.
Are you going to say Reyes for Sanchez?
Yeah. I think that's the easiest one to say right there. And I think Aguirre would be down to do that there.
Sure.
Because that's Rashford.
But then you lose that.
Rashford's on that side.
Yeah. I mean, defensively you have that, but then offensively you miss, or you're missing that forward run that fool, like, because that fool just
he makes runs into the half space.
Sometimes that's
those count for a lot.
Get back. What are you doing? Get back.
But that's why you have fucking Piojo right there.
Yeah,
true. Because he tracks that fool back, like he tracks back, so he covers him.
And that's why you have Gilberto Mora feeding those balls, because then we do make something out of that. You know,
for sure.
They do make, and like Jorge Sanchez will get in there. He'll get in there. He'll fucking make the keeper make a mistake.
If you're gonna make that change, then Gallardo's gonna have to be the one that's
to get forward.
To get more forward and use that left side, that left line.
Bro, and he's been.
But we haven't seen him do that shit. You know, like,
Gallardo.
What Sanchez is doing, Gallardo should be doing.
Sure.
You know?
That's usually how it happens, though. It's usually Gallardo going, and then Sanchez will stay back or whatever, you know. And it's not happening that way. In fact, with Gallardo, bro, a lot of people hate on him. This is the version that people are talking about. This version of Gallardo. He's not been bad, but he's not been good, bro. He's just there. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like when you play in adult league, you put the fool that doesn't play the best as a left back.
Sure.
And I feel like that's what they do with Gallardo right now, bro. He's just him. He's just there. He's just the fool that we had that, like, fuck it. Let's put him in as a left back.
And if we go back to, like, what player surprised you, I think he surprised me, because I thought he was going to have a great Mundial, because coming into the Mundial with Toluca, bro, back-to-back champ, like, he was balling, bro.
Yeah, man. And with the selección leading into the Mundial, he was balling.
Yeah.
Looking really good, bro.
Balling, bro. Getting up there, doing what Jorge Sanchez is doing, but just better. Better, more efficient. And so he's not doing that for whatever reason, but he's you know what, for England, bro, like, I feel like Tuchel, the coach, really helped us. Or helped every team that they've played against, because they don't have that firepower, bro. He left out Foden.
Yeah.
And then, like,
Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer, like, bro, you're leaving out firepower.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand, bro. For a more well-rounded team, but then now
not even well-rounded either. Though.
But like with Anderson, but now seeing it on the field play out, like going through the tests, like it doesn't look like what he thought he was gonna get.
Yeah.
You know,
which is why I think he might end up playing those players against Mexico, because he's like, fuck it, I gotta do something different. You know, or he might be too scared to do something different and keep doing what he's doing.
But he's relying a lot. He's also relying a lot on Harry Kane too, though, because Harry Kane.
If it's not for Harry Kane, who do you got?
I think Harry Kane's been the best player
for them,
for England, or in the World Cup.
In general,
in the World Cup,
for the fucking whole year.
of any team, any player.
Yeah, like he's been the best.
So he's the best football player that we've seen.
Like I think he's probably he's probably top one to fucking win the Ballon d'Or.
Top one. That would be cool to see, though. I do like Harry Kane like that. I think that fool's fucking tight. But I don't. If you don't have a team around him,
hey, look what he did with Bayern Munich this season. All the goals that fool scored, all the assists. He's just a different type of 9.
Yeah, he is.
He's a well-rounded 9.
I really hope Montes or Vasquez don't fuck up.
If you're able to contain him,
exactly,
England doesn't have anything, bro.
Exactly. If he doesn't have a team around him, any strikers like that, if you don't have a team around him to get him the ball, to play him in the right spaces,
And he
it's not gonna
hasn't
matter.
seen a pitbull, so.
Hasn't it been, bro? and Vasquez is different, bro. He's unorthodox.
Yeah.
You know, so it's gonna be a good matchup, bro. I'm not.
It is. I'm excited.
It's weird, bro. Like I've been saying it. I want England. Bro. I've been saying it for a while. Like I want England. I want England in the Azteca. And all the
They
players.
never won in the Azteca.
England?
There you go. There you go, fool.
I'm sure they're going in with a little bit of nerves.
We've won 1-0.
Yeah, bro.
We won 1-0, we won 1-0, 1-1, and then 1-0 again.
Against them?
Yeah.
There you go.
The truth,
There you
bro,
go.
Mexico kind of is playing for everything to win, like almost nothing to lose, because on paper
Honestly,
they're supposed to lose
just
that.
like, okay,
Exactly,
if you lose, go out fucking
Con todo,
with
you know?
everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Everything.
Up to this point, bro. We're already proud of you. Like
Yeah.
you already did
Go
us
out there
like
and just fucking.
You think so? You
do
think
everything.
if Mexico
bro.
loses this next one, let's just say, I don't know, we'll give it a score, whatever the score.
Yeah,
like you
bro,
think we're still okay?
Yeah, bro,
think-
because
I think,
the image that they left on the field for the whole world to see, like
Yeah.
the whole world is saying, hey, Mexico has grown in soccer, bro, like in football. Like they have players, they have this prodigy. Like watch out for Mexico.
So it sounds like you both changed your tone about this, because when we talked about episodes ago, look, when we talked about this episodes ago, I was saying that making it to the round of 32s or making it to the round of 16s is better than the round of 16s from previous World Cups, because it's still the quinto partido, and you both had said like, no, it's not the same, because it's still top 16 teams.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, because they just added one more game.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like, it only becomes
It's like
an
a
extra
trap.
game if you're making it to the final or the semi and shit. It's only an extra game right there. So, but do you guys feel like this quinto partido is not a real quinto partido, or do you feel like it is, and because of that, we've already made history?
No, it's not.
It's still not the
Yeah,
quinto
it's still
partido.
not. It's still not. It's
So
still not.
then,
It's still not.
so then you.
But it's
could
just
you
the
really
way-
be- Could you really be happy then if these fools lose?
It's
in this round?
just the way that they've performed this movie.
Yeah, bro.
With making history,
the way
but
they
I almost
perform.
look at it like, hey, you fools have made so much noise right now to come out this early.
Sure.
You know, like that's
Sure.
kind of how I'm looking at it right now. You know,
Yeah. Like because the way that they're playing this mundial, like I want more. That's what you're saying.
yeah,
Right?
that's
Give
what
me
I'm
more.
saying,
Give me more.
and I think we should get more out of that.
Yeah.
You
No,
go
I
and
agree with
beat
you. I agree with
England,
you.
But then you lose in the next round, success, baby.
I agree with you.
but
Like,
look-
if
but
you
look-
come in and you beat England and then you go to Brazil and play a hell of a game and end up losing,
Fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But see, like, okay, so
Which I
like
still think they could
in
beat
the
fucking Brazil.
in the 14 World Cup, that was the no era penal World Cup against
Don't mind, but
the
yeah.
Netherlands,
Yeah.
Holland. Okay, that game you felt like you got cheated, bro. And that game you felt like you should have won and you should have advanced.
yeah.
You know, so it kind of felt like you were wrong, bro. Like there was a thirst for like, no man, you guys did it
Not like
wrong
that.
again.
Yeah.
You know,
Again.
and then 2018 happens. The quinto partido that we would have gone 2-0 against Brazil. That's normal. That's supposed to happen, bro.
Sure.
We're not at Brazil's level.
Yeah,
you know,
well, on paper,
and
yeah.
we messed ourselves up because we finished second. If we would have finished first,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
would have not played Brazil.
Yeah.
I forget who would have played, but the point is like we've been there, bro. We've been last World Cup. That was a disaster. Not even making
sure.
it out of the group
For
stage.
sure.
You had a chance to kick Argentina out of the World Cup, bro, in the group stage. That would have been their biggest failure ever, bro.
Yeah.
And
You
a
had
big
it.
success for Mexico,
And
like
a big
for all
success.
the stupid
Yeah.
fucking
Yes.
results that we've had against them in the World
Exactly.
Cup specifically. Like,
Because
oh,
that would have hurt
been
them more than the other ones.
great. Yeah,
hurt
100%.
us, you know?
For sure.
100%.
Yeah, group stage? No, that's not supposed to happen to them. So this is a step up for me. And then I remember that episode where I was like, bro, they're at home. They're at home, so just make us proud, bro. You cannot embarrass us, please,
Yeah.
because it felt shaky, bro, going into it. It felt shaky. But if they lose against England, that's normal, bro. Just looking at it as like not a Mexico fan, just realistically, if I see it on paper, I'm like, it's probably gonna be 2-1 win.
Yeah, on
1-0
paper,
win.
I agree with that sentiment. However, the way Mexico's looking and the way England is looking,
exactly.
yeah,
And
like,
England.
nah, we
And
have to,
England.
we have to get it.
The way England is struggling, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I
I'm
feel
sorry,
like
they're
Mexico needs
struggling,
to
bro.
take it, bro. And if they take it, then I think we can feel satisfied.
Yeah.
If they don't win it, it might feel like a no era penal type of situation, bro.
Yeah.
It might feel like that. We'll see, right?
But doesn't it matter like how they lose? Like if they get blown out,
PKs,
4-0.
Yeah, don't even put that in the ether.
You know?
But yeah.
No. I'm not saying.
I know.
Just saying like that would be like, damn, it wasn't supposed to be that bad, bro.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Exactly. Like, what the fuck happened? But no, like if they lose in PKs and these who's played really well, you know, like okay. But even then, though, dude, like,
But England sucks at PKs too, though. So.
I mean, I think Mexico. If you're looking at it like if it was a boxing match, bro, do you think Mexico goes out and punches first?
Yeah, they have to.
Or they go 5-4-1. Let's just see what.
No, you don't do that. You cannot do that.
So you're going 4-3-3.
Yeah,
let's go 4-3-3. All the momentum, and you just go for it.
Because
no matter what.
The reason why I think they can beat England is because of the way that they play, the way that they press, the way that they defend. That's why I think they can play, like, beat England, you know, and take it to them. The way that I've seen England try and play out from the back, the way I've seen them try to control the midfield, I'm like, nah.
So slow.
Yeah, slow and not really like.
Bro, this last game, they were supposed to not win.
They shouldn't have. Again, Harry Kane.
And then Harry Kane showed up.
But if we.
Golazos, by the way.
Yes. Sure. But if Mexico can stop them in their tracks, all we're going to really be left, or all England is really going to be left with, is looking for Harry Kane on long balls. And I'm not too worried about that part of it. You know what I mean? I feel like we can come out with that for sure, you know? That's why I think Mexico should still take this win. And I will be disappointed if they don't, but not in you guys failed.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's not like that per se.
In a loss, if I was at the stadium, right? In a loss, I'll stand up and clap, bro. And be like, bro, you guys did us proud. Like, you guys give us the best World Cup.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, bro, for sure.
And what I wonder is, let's say we do beat England, or even if we don't, I wonder what the federation does, the changes that they make. I don't know if you guys remember, but I was telling you, like, I really wanted to get grouped.
Well, you were the pessimist.
Yeah, get grouped, but only so that we can make the right changes, you know? And I wonder right now that they've been looking good, if the federation's like, yeah, you know what, let's keep doing what we're doing, it's going to be okay.
True.
You know? Or if they're going to be like, hey, things are going well, why don't we make changes from here to propel us to a next level, to evolve.
It's the best case scenario right there.
But I hope that they look at it that way.
But also, what you were saying too, like, if not that, then get players out there.
At least, make that one of the changes. Or if that's gonna be your only change, fuck it, so be it. But let's export some players. You know, Lira, Talarangel, Gilberto Mora, maybe Brian Gutierrez.
Maybe.
Imagine if Roberto Alvarado gets some kind of like offer from somewhere.
I mean,
Copenhagen or Porto or.
I don't even think he's 30 yet.
He's 28, I think.
28?
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's still good age. Like,
Go to Spain real quick.
Go to Spain. I feel like that'd be a good move for him, you know? And if we could get out there, let's say between 5 and 8 players. He's Reyes. Can't forget about him.
Johan upgrade.
Yeah, an upgrade for Johan and an upgrade for Cesar Montes.
Too, yeah.
Let's get Quiñones out of Saudi Arabia, out in Spain, out in England. Like, let's go ahead and see that. In Portugal,
Quiñones, that's a good
see
one.
that, you know.
He will.
Maybe Mateo Chavez gets a little bit of an upgrade, you know. Just we've already named like 7 right there, you know.
Yeah.
You go export these players, I guarantee you there's gonna be a difference, bro. There's gonna be a difference right now.
And that's the image that they've left on the field, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a feel good exit, if you want to say it like that. Like, you know, it's a feel good exit. Like, all right, bro, we didn't play like the last World Cups, Mexico. We didn't play like that, you know.
We've had some good performances in World Cups, but if you're talking about results and stuff like that, like, we haven't seen that. We haven't seen that, at least not in our lifetime. Like, we haven't seen that, you know. When they made it to the round of 8, like, we weren't even alive yet. You know, we weren't born yet.
Sure.
When we were the last time.
The last World Cup in Mexico.
Yeah. And then what was it, 86?
86.
Yeah, that was the last time, bro. You know, and right now is a good time to make that kind of history.
Yeah.
Is a good time to make that kind of.
And then they lost to Germany in PKs, bro.
In that round of 8.
In PKs, bro. So those moments change history, bro. You know, the trajectory that you could have been on.
Yeah, for sure.
Because who knows what happens after you get to a semifinal? You're like, okay, so this is the bar now.
Right.
You know.
Right. And sometimes it works like let's say we're gonna play Brazil after England, right? Let's say that. Let's say Brazil was always gonna beat England, but because Mexico went through, that might have just been the weakness for Brazil too. Like they weren't ready for them, and just like that, Mexico fucking moves on. You know, exactly like that.
And if there's a Brazil to beat, bro, I think it's this.
Exactly,
for sure.
Exactly,
bro.
You know, and I'd say the same about England.
Sure.
So it's like, the path could be set up for us in such a way, because it's also, see, like, I'll give you an example. Like for Argentina, their pathway seems to be bullshit. For the U.S., their pathway seems to be bullshit. You know, like, oh, you motherfuckers. But for Mexico, it's gonna be harder, more of a struggle. But that might work out in their favor, because if they go and they beat England and then Brazil, there's nobody you can't beat at that point, then, bro. You know, like you're in it to win it.
The coach was already like complaining about the altitude, and it's like, bro.
Do we know what hotel they're staying in, so we could go on?
That's funny how they did that against Ecuador, bro.
I mean, why wouldn't you do that?
They do that in every World Cup, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That's okay.
I don't understand the people that say exactly. I don't understand
Especially
the people that say, like,
if you're a soccer nation, like if it was in Argentina or if it was in Colombia or if it was in anywhere, like a soccer nation, they do that.
It's soccer culture.
Yeah,
bro.
Soccer culture, bro.
And these people that want to give opinions of like that's not right, they shouldn't do that. Let them
Even
sleep.
fools in France,
Bro, you don't
fools
get
in
it.
Spain,
You don't get it.
You don't
like,
get it.
They would do that. Well, probably not exactly that, but similar to that.
Yes.
Where like
This is what
to
they do.
get an advantage. You
This
know,
is
like,
soccer sportsmanship.
I heard a comedian say like, "Oh, México no está listo para el mundial." Then he said, "But the truth is, el mundial no está listo para México." Like, oh, that's a clear one right there, bro. It just doesn't matter, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro.
It's because the soccer culture in Mexico is just different, and like all the teams that come, like it's the raza, bro. Like
Yes.
you know, like they're gonna hype everyone up. Like, let's go watch a Colombia match.
Yeah,
let's go
so-
watch like who else was over there? Freaking in Monterrey.
Colombia or Monterrey
Was it? I forgot, but
France?
Morocco. I think it was Morocco.
Morocco?
Morocco.
Yeah, and they were just Morocco against Netherlands.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, and
that was the last game.
Yeah, and
that
they
was
were
the last
all
game.
going against the freaking Morocco or going against the Netherlands.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
fuck them. Yeah.
Bro, have you heard of some of the games, like random games? You just hear Mexico.
Yeah, they're everywhere. They're everywhere, bro.
They're everywhere, bro.
I see Mexico jerseys in the stands.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
For every game.
Yes.
Even in the U.S., I see Mexico jerseys.
Yeah.
in
Well,
the
this
stands,
this
bro.
game, who was it? Canada versus South Africa. So a lot of raza bought tickets thinking if Mexico finished second, they'll play here in LA. So there was a lot of like Mexico fans, you know.
Hell yeah.
That's funny, man.
Hell yeah. And then I'm glad they haven't regulated the.
They haven't. They haven't.
They
I
haven't
haven't
regulated.
heard it. I haven't heard of this whole
Yeah.
thing.
Against Ecuador. They said
Yes.
against Ecuador.
Yes, fool.
You didn't hear it?
Yeah.
Against Ecuador. They
And I'm
said
glad
it.
because I think people know
Yeah.
like they're not really saying it in a literal sense. Fool.
It's not like
They're not
You know?
saying it. in a
I am
literal
so
sense.
disappointed because I've watched practically every game.
You
man,
haven't heard it?
and I haven't heard it, man.
When I hear it, I'm like, oh, here they go.
yeah.
Here they go,
I was
bro.
like, fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't do anything. I'm like,
They don't do anything.
They shouldn't. That's part of the game, dude.
They're not saying it in a
Fuck
literal
'em.
sense, bro.
Yeah, you're not
if
a
you're
fan.
smart, you know exactly.
They're
bro.
being inclusive with everyone, bro. Like, come on.
Everybody's getting it. Yeah.
Yes,
Shit.
fool. But anyways,
I don't mean in the homosexual way. I mean in the bad at sports way. That goes without saying. Shit. I was gonna delete all this, but I think I'm gonna have to leave this in, bro.
No, leave it
This
in.
part.
Bro. Leave it in. Leave
Wow,
it
how
in,
much
bro.
have we
'cause
done? Like an hour already?
when are we gonna
40
get the
minutes,
next World
but we
Cup?
can
In
cover it.
another 40 years? Like, you know, like
very
we're gonna be in
true.
our 70s, bro.
For the next one. And
Nah.
Infantino.
70s? Oh, shit.
That
Yeah. So it's like, wait, what? Yes.
That fool was already talking about the U.S. in 2036 trying to do the next World Cup. I'm like, no.
Only in the U.S.?
That's what he
He's an
said.
idiot, bro.
Fuck that fool.
Nah, bro. I
Only in the
think.
US? It's because he wants more money.
I know, bro.
And
That's
they
exactly
say
what
they're
it is.
fucking non-profit. Fuck you, they're not a non-profit, motherfucker.
They're not non-profit, bro.
You get all the freaking gifts or whatever that you take and shit.
Yeah, bro. I forget the clip, bro. I was watching a clip of like amount of viewers in Super Bowl versus amount of viewers in the final game, and then the revenue, bro. Like it was like 10 times like the amount that the Super Bowl makes.
The
It was-
Copa Mundial,
Yeah,
right?
the Copa
Yeah,
Mundial.
yeah.
It was insane.
It's worldwide, bro.
Yeah,
they're raking in all that money.
All the views, yeah. One, I
Insane.
think even like one high like high level game in the Mundial. It's probably like 10 times what
Crazy.
the Super Bowl makes. You know,
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
The U.S., like you said, bro. Like I try listening to the Fox channel, but it's too it's worse than the English, like the English commentators,
it's
bro.
Worse than,
you know,
it's worse than the English.
It's weird.
It needs salt and pepper and shit.
Something,
It needs some
bro.
tapatio. It needs some fucking tajin.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. It's like rotisserie chicken that has no flavor. Like, you know what I
the
mean?
worst.
Only
like
some
that,
sazon, bro. Some Norse.
Yeah,
Some
just
Norse.
Narcissus.
Yeah, bro. Come
but
on.
we'll go ahead and cut it right here. I definitely got some editing to do. Get this out there as quickly as possible. Tomorrow's 4th of July. So I'm hoping we can really, I guess today now, right? So I'll try to put this out there as soon as possible. Hopefully by tonight, we'll put it out there. But appreciate you guys tuning in. First, hit that subscribe button. Second, hit that like button. Third, comment down below. Let us know what you think about the Ecuador-Mexico game. Who surprised you? What were your biggest takeaways? But also let us know what you think is going to happen against England. Predict that game. Let us know what the score is going to be. All that good stuff. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Comment down below. Let me know.
Pero sí.
ECC.
ECC, cabrones. And if yes.